Alberta Premier Alison Redford resigned Wednesday night, ending a controversy over her leadership within the Progressive Conservative Party and government. Paula, you were there at the legislature Wednesday night. Can you paint a scene for me? What was it like in the rotunda?
You know, Sarah, I've been in that rotunda for a lot of events, but this was really an extraordinary one. The media and much of the party had gathered in the rotunda, those of us in the media not knowing what the Premier was going to come down those stairs to say. She came down the stairs looking quite regal with Dave Hancock, the Deputy Premier, beside her, and her initial opening remarks were so upbeat and so fiery that for a moment I almost wondered whether she wasn't going to surprise us and announce that she was calling a snap election. Then her voice broke as she spoke about the toll this last week has taken on her husband and her daughter, and she said she just couldn't put the party through this kind of caucus infighting anymore. I think, though, that for me, the most awkward and the most telling moment was immediately after she spoke. Remember that the people gathered in the rotunda were primarily party staff, government staff, the government caucus, and no one quite knew how to react to Alison Redford's comments. And one person behind me brought up a chant, Alison, Alison. And then there was that very awkward moment when nobody else joined in. And then there was a little bit of awkward clapping. And I thought, here is a woman who has been in large part the author of her own misfortune, but she's come down those stairs. She's made a really poised and quite gallant and quite graceful exit under a lot of duress. And I thought how painful it must be for her that in a room full of people who are supposed to be her team, the team she was leading, there was this awkward chant and this awkward moment where people really didn't know what they were supposed to say or how they were supposed to react.
We'll talk more about Premier Alison Redford's decision to resign, what brought us to this point, and what comes next for Alberta when we record the press gallery later this afternoon. That's Edmonton Journal's Politics podcast, which you can find on edmontonjournal.com and on iTunes.